Hi, today we are starting with our first series of our career pathway, where we are introducing professionals in the city of Milwaukee and the surrounding area to introduce some of our young people to the different careers and professionals that are in those careers. Today we have with us Ms. Kai Senaya.
Yes.
And if you would like to go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what your career is.
Hey, my name is Kai Senaya. One of my career paths is fashion design, and that's how I got into braiding hair.
Okay, so Miss Kai is here today. She's actually, if you see here, set up here, she's going to be conducting a hair braiding class today for some of the young people in our community. And we thought because she was here to give her time to that, which is great, and she's done it before, that we wanted to really talk with her about how she got into this and why she chose this career. So if you want to just maybe take us on what your journey has been to lead you to this, and what got you into fashion and hair braiding, and what your journey's been thus far.
Okay, well, my journey started off with my mom I have a twin sister, doing me and my sister's hair, and also making our clothes. So my mom taught me how to sew and how to braid, just do hair in general. And being a fashion designer, it's just doing hair is part of fashion design, because fashion design is from the head down all the way to your toes. So you just a complete look. Basically, that's what you go for, a complete look. So I just decided I should, share my talent with others who want to learn how to braid. Since I learned how to braid at a very young age, I just been braiding. People come to me. I normally don't post about my hair braiding. People who know that I do hair, they just come to me, and those really are my clients. I post more about fashion design, but like I said before, doing hair is a part of that.
Mm-hmm. When you talk about fashion design, can you talk a little bit more about that? Have you, what do you do? Do you do the designs? Do you make the clothes? Both?
Yes, so I do everything. So I went to Mount Mary for fashion design, and I do fashion illustrations, flat technical sketches, construction, sewing, so everything.
Okay. And how long have you been doing that?
I started in college, like reconstructing clothes and also braiding my teammates' hair. And then from there, once I graduated, I decided, I should, really do this. So my mom will help me. She got tired of helping me. So I went to school to learn how to do it. And from there, I just never stopped.
Okay. Before I keep asking other questions, there are a couple individuals here too that wanted to stop and see if they had some questions at all so far.
Do you have a certification in cosmetology?
No, I do not.
So, how long have you been braiding?
I've been braiding hair since I was little, probably like 8 years old. I've been braiding hair.
So your focus is mainly design, but as you said, it's more of like a head to toe kind
Right.
of thing. So like you've always been hair braiding and kind of just weave that into what you've been doing already.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Because I know we have this individual here is interested in getting the barbering and cosmetology here, so he's has an interest in just learning about it. And what did you say that you want to know about?
Separation.
Sectioning and all that. So he's has an interest in it, and a lot of young people that our program, the Support Employment Education Program, they have a lot of interest, have expressed some interest in that field too, and even just design and being entrepreneurs, and that's something that it sounds like you're doing, right, is entrepreneurship. And how's that been? How's that journey of entrepreneurship been for you?
I enjoy it a lot, but it's definitely not easy, because you have to build clientele no matter what you do. So marketing, it's not easy. It's not easy, but I love it. So it's not something that's like, oh man, I have to do this, I have to do that. I'm excited to do it.
Right.
Do you have your own shop?
I did have my own shop, not anymore. I just have like a little office space, but I'm going back to that.
Yeah?
I had to take a break.
Because it was a lot of work.
I was doing too much.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm a teacher too. So I make educational material. So I'm just all over the place. So
So-
I was doing a lot.
Teaching as a whole is in you, right? So
It
educating
is.
and teaching.
It
Okay.
is. So yes, I also teach sewing classes along with hair braiding classes. So teaching is, something I'm very passionate about, and anything that I do, entrepreneurship, anything within there, I'm gonna teach it.
Okay. If you don't mind sharing, all of the individuals that we work with, we always want to be upfront and honest about some of the barriers they're going to face in their career paths. And if you wouldn't mind sharing any of the barriers that you faced during this time, or during journey of fashion or entrepreneurship that you had to face.
Getting people's trust to want to be able to work with you, even though they might see your work that you've done, is really just actually getting them to work with you. So that's been very difficult. And then the type of stuff that I do design is kind of out of the realm of being here in the city, so that makes it even more harder because I'm very different when it comes to the stuff that I do. So that.
Can I ask what you mean by that? Like, how do you mean different? Like the design?
Well, yeah. So I make these pants. You see, it's a lot going on.
Yeah,
So I make
like
stuff
it.
like this,
Okay.
different stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, that's really been my biggest thing.
Okay, getting people to trust. And okay, do you feel like you're fashion forward and maybe people here haven't quite caught up?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring that here, and that's I know that's difficult, but that's something that I want to do.
Right.
So that's what's making it more difficult because we are behind as a city than compared to other cities. So I'm just trying to fast forward them.
Yeah,
So
I've heard that a lot. That it seems like always like either on the East Coast or the West Coast, they're always ahead of us in music
Yes,
and in
everything.
fashion and all that.
Everything, food,
But
everything. Yeah.
right, and maybe as Milwaukee's getting bigger and evolving, that we'll get there too.
Yeah.
And kind of be one of those.
Milwaukee's even smaller.
Well, the Bucks won, so I don't know.
Right.
Plenty of people trying to come here.
Exactly,
And you
so-
see, they fixing up the roads and buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
You're still young, look, you'll see.
Yeah. Anything about your journey surprise you? So anything that you just really weren't expecting? Maybe not even a barrier, but just something you weren't expecting along the way.
This. This was something I was not expecting at all. I just came to, do what I loved, and then more got added to it in a
Yeah.
good way. So when you do what you love, stuff just happens for the good.
Yeah, it comes back.
What
Yeah.
kept you so positive going through this?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm a positive person, I feel like. So I always try to take the good out of everything. I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything, but I'm always going to try to find the good in any situation, whether it's good. Whether it's bad or good. I'm always trying to find the good out of every situation. And try not to dwell on stuff. Every day is always a new day for me. That's something I take with teaching too. In the classroom, every day is a new day. I don't hold anything against students. I give you a second chance to, prove that you could do better. So that's how I look at life.
Do you ever struggle going through the situation like you're doing right now? Basic part wise, like if you have a struggle to get to overcome to where you're at right now?
Yes. It's my family. I don't know how to say that, but people always say like your family should be your biggest supporter, but sometimes they're not.
They're not.
So that's really what I've had to overcome is family support.
Yeah.
Or
More
sometimes
support,
lack of, yeah.
Lack of a lot, yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. And sometimes I think those challenges, as you said, is can make you a little bit stronger too, and make you
Oh,
want to
for
push
sure.
a little bit more.
For sure.
You don't have someone behind you supporting you. It's nice to have yourself, and you got to encourage yourself a little bit more at times.
Yes.
And
Yes.
do you feel like the community's behind you? Do you feel like you have that sense of community when it comes to your business?
Not yet, but it's getting there. I can feel it getting there. Because I am doing more within the community. So it's getting there. I just got to get myself out there.
Okay. And what would you say has been your biggest success thus far? And you know, I know you said you teach too, so even if you want to throw something in there too, like success, you know, professionally for you, what's been your biggest success?
Giving back to the community and just knowing that I'm really making a difference. You know, teaching skills that they might not know or want to learn, whether it's in teaching, whether it's in fashion. Yeah, that's what gives me joy and make me want to keep going, knowing that I'm helping people.
What I was going to ask was, for clientele, how do you manage to keep your clientele on tap without having to shop?
Another good question. Filing. That is definitely what keeps me together, making sure that I like create the necessary documents that I need for each client, and then follow them away, and using my my calendar to make sure that I'm keeping track of appointments and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I stay on top of that.
That was just a question. Cause like since I'm in barber school, cause like for clientele, you always have to keep clientele as well. So that makes it's kind of difficult for certain people for clientele. So that's why I asked.
Okay, yeah.
And that's a good question, because I mean, I think, you know, that's a good point in that you have to learn how to stay organized yourself and figure out a system that works for you when you have your own business.
Yeah.
No matter what the business is, you have to find a way to organize things and you know.
In entrepreneurs, what did you learn that was your most? When did you realize that you could see yourself doing this for a long time?
Well, my mom, she has her own business. She has a child placement agency, Benevolence First. My dad, he used to have an ice cream truck. He used to sell ties. So I just grew up around entrepreneurship. So it was just something that I knew I just wanted to do, because I seen how much my parents enjoyed doing it. So I'm like, I want to, you know, they're like, so I want to have that too. You know, I want to be, you know, happy and enjoy what I do, go to work and be happy every day and be the boss.
Yeah, that's really the reason why I want to do that.
Yeah, for a lot of people, that is it, just to be your own boss. And for me, I know I wanted to be my own boss just because my morals and standards and how I was raised is a lot different from other people, and it's kind of hard for me to like kind of push them to the side during situations. And when you work for somebody, you might have to do that, you know, because you don't want to get fired or get it rolled up or anything like that. So you might have to do that, and it's like, I can't do that. You know, I want to stand firm in what I believe in. I don't want to wither because of other people and what they think.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think I probably want to let you get started on your class. Like I said, Senaya is here to volunteer her time to teach some young ladies. I don't have them on camera, but to braid hair, and she's giving back to the community here at Owens Place, and she's doing the Career Pathway series for our program Seed. And is there anything else you want to share before we end and get started?
Well, I do have an intern here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She has taken my classes before, my hair braiding class. So I start off with just, if you don't know how to braid in general, just with the real hair. And then I taught how to use weave and braid.
Okay.
So she's taken both of my classes, and she did excellent. So I decided, you know, it was time for her, you know, to kind of get paid. So she's here to help me. I do pay her because I want her to, you know, see a profit come from what she's doing, you know. And then eventually, you know, send her some clients.
Yep.
So that she can, you know, get it going.
That's great. Do you just have the one right now?
Yes, I just have one right now.
Okay. Okay. And you over there, the intern, how is that going for you so far? Good? You like it? What made you want to do it, if you don't mind my asking? Okay, so learn to do your little sister's hair, and okay, that's a great reason.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. And do you want to shout out your brand, your company?
Yes, so my brand is Deaf Fly Custom Threads
Okay.
and Alterations.
Do you have a website or social media pages?
My website is under construction. My social media is Deaf Fly Threads, THREADS LLC.
Okay.
So that's on Facebook, Instagram.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. We appreciate your time.
Thank you guys.